Hello everyone, it is October the 2nd, it's 5:35. Time for us to talk about a few things. Our headlines today: a homicide investigation underway in Jackson County, Mississippi. A man has been arrested for a Mobile homicide, one that happened months ago. And a house stuck on a sandbar. Say what? We're going to show it to you. It's time for News 5 now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers, covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello everyone, I'm WKRG News 5's Roseanne Haven here for you for News 5 Now, where we're going to talk about the big stories of the day. Let's go ahead and count those down for you. Number 5, this is an update, a News 5 update to a story we brought you yesterday. A house on the move by sea in Orange Beach hit a snag, in this case a sandbar. This house being loaded onto a barge in Orange Beach and relocated to Innerarity Point. Now, it was only supposed to be a 3-hour trip in the water, smooth sailing, right? Well, not exactly. The barge left at 6:30 this morning. It is still at sea. It hit a sandbar soon after it left. Y'all, it's been stuck there all day. The house movers are waiting for high tide to get the boat off of the sandbar. We're told that could happen around 8 o'clock tonight. This is really a cool story. A lady fell in love with this house as a kid, and she bought it, and it's actually a time capsule home, I think. So that's cool to me. Hopefully things will be smooth sailing tonight. Moving on to number 4, from smooth sailing to how about the skies, of friendly skies. New flight destinations are being offered at Gulf Shores International Airport starting today. Flights to and from Appleton, Wisconsin will be available through Allegiant Airlines. Tomorrow, the airline will begin offering flights to Des Moines, Iowa as well. Right now, prices for one-way flights will start at $54. Can't beat that, huh? Number 3, a fire breaks out at a house in Mobile, resulting in injuries. It happened this afternoon at a home on Moffett Road. Investigators believe the fire spread actually from a nearby vehicle. It's been dry out there. A woman had a minor burn on her arm and she declined treatment, but a firefighter had to be put on a stretcher. He got overheated and he is now doing fine. We're told there that apparently is the car where the fire started. The home's front and side were damaged here. Number 2, an arrest more than 2 months after a woman died from a gunshot wound in Mobile. The suspect is 75 years old. We are told that Patricia Odoms, who died, her daughter tells us that she was known for feeding the homeless. And this attack happened on Independence Day a few months ago. Police say 75-year-old Walter Lee Timms Sr. shot her off of Dauphin Island Parkway, and she died 9 days later. Her daughter said she was in the area often, as I mentioned, giving food and other resources to people who need it. And Timms Jr., he is cooling his heels in the Metro jail. They arrested him this morning. He is charged with murder. Number 1, another murder charge to tell you about. A homicide investigation underway. This is Jackson County, Mississippi. A man is accused of stabbing his father to death at the father's home in the St. Andrews community. The Jackson County Sheriff's Office believes Gerald Joseph Tooker stabbed him there, and then he took off, broke into a neighbor's home. The neighbor called 911. Tooker was gone, we're told, but deputies caught up with him because Tooker went back to his father's home where he apparently barricaded himself. And there at that home, deputies found the father, the victim, who died, and they took the son into custody. He is facing charges for first-degree murder, and we're told more charges may be on the way. And that's a look at your big stories at this hour. Now we're going to move on to the question of the day and share your answers. The question is, how do you feel about the government shutdown? How do you feel about it? All right, let's take a look. Haven't had a chance to look ahead of time at any of your responses. So let's scroll and see what you say. You know, this is day 2 of the shutdown. Jeremy Bond says if there's a shutdown, it would be a tremendously negative mark on the President of the United States. Okay. Les King says balancing the budget should not include spending more money. As you know, Republicans and Democrats are both blaming each other for the shutdown. And V. Carlton says, I think the military should be paid, but not Congress. The military's working through this. Coast Guard, they're all working through it without getting paid at this point. You know, Shalonda Young says, as long as our soldiers get paid is one of my concerns. Renee Maxwell says she loves it. Time to shrink the government. Brandy Campbell says maybe they shouldn't get paid either. Okay. All right. I want to thank you all for your comments on this. Now we're going to move on to our Facebook poll. We wanted to know, you've got mail. Remember that? AOL has ended its dial-up internet service. What are your thoughts? Do you care? 22% of you said, that's sad. 63% said, not going to miss it. 15% don't have an opinion. They don't care. Okay, you've got mail. That's what I think of when I think of AOL. Okay, now we want you to answer our next question of the day, and it is, should women get lighter prison sentences than men? What do you think? Also vote in our next Facebook poll. We want to know, are you living from paycheck to paycheck? So many people are. We want to know, are you doing so? Okay, in the meantime, we're just a few minutes away from WKRG News 5 at 6. I hope you'll join me for that. Peter Albrecht is not in. He'll be in for 10 o'clock, I believe. But Akivia McFarland will be joining me on the news desk again. We just got off for News 5 at 5. Devin was out and Pete, and so that was fun. Always fun working with her. As you know, she'll be off for a little while because she is with child and has a baby boy on the way. So we're all excited about that. Thank you so much for joining us for News 5 Now. Tomorrow is Friday. I hope you have a wonderful evening and a great weekend, and look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everybody.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.